Previously on Reversed.
I'm just really just not doing well.
We want to fix it.
This is the solution to my problem.
I want to be able to sit down with them. Person living with diabetes to people living with diabetes.
I wanted to hold almost an emergency meeting.
My name is Charles. I made my name known as a celebrity chef, an award-winning filmmaker. 8 years ago, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. It would set me on a journey to not only try and save my life, but ones I would come to meet around the world. It does not take much effort to live for others, and what we leave is how we will be remembered. I will embark on a road to help reverse the lives of some that are fighting this terrible condition. I hope at the end, we can see that hope is a great thing and the start of a better future. Welcome to Reversed. Only a few days into the Reverse home and so much progress is being seen. Dr. Vinny and I brought in Dr. Asa, who has a very different approach that I think can truly benefit some of the guests. He would play a pivotal role in dealing with Roger and Rev.
Hey guys, how are you? Hey. Yeah, I know Roger's feeling a little sick, so he's not going to have the opportunity to join us. And unfortunately, Rev chose not to participate. But for you guys, we have a very special gift. We have a special guest coming in today to talk to you about some of the things we've been going over for the last few days. Now, he doesn't like me to say this because he's a little humble, but he holds 3 degrees. He's a medical doctor, he's a naturopathic doctor, and he's a doctor of chiropractic medicine, which is pretty astounding, yeah? But that's not even the best of it, yeah? He's also a nationally broadcasted, he runs a TV show as well as a radio show, which goes out to 3.5 million listeners on a daily basis. The name of the show is Dr. Asa On Call, and his brand is known as America's Health Coach. Really amazing guy. I'd like you to give it up for Dr. Asa.
Yes. That's awesome. Thanks. It's great to be here. Wow. I'm in Jamaica. This is pretty amazing. Gotta love it, right? Somebody's from Georgia. Are you from Georgia? Are you? So I'm from Atlanta. Okay. So my practice is in the Atlanta area. We have 2 clinics in Georgia. We do lifestyle-based medicine. And so just want you guys to know something right out of the gate. I'm getting ready to tell you a little bit about myself and kind of some of the things that I do. But one thing we're going to offer you today, I want to take care of you guys after you leave here. And so you're going to have free reign to come to our clinic and get any of the services that you need absolutely free. Wow. So we're going to take care of you, okay? This is not one of those shows that you work hard here and then everybody forgets. This is a show where we're going to help take care, and that's the real root of what we want to do in this show. And I'm just excited to be here. It's one of the main reasons I came down, okay? We want to see you change. I want to see your lives change, guys. It's really important. And I know there's a gentleman, I think your husband, right? He's not here right now. He's got a lot of challenges going on, right? So we're going to work really hard during this time to really get you guys to a better place. Our mindset is the absolute key. That is the battle that I'm telling you, if anyone can beat, that's the one you can beat. So I found that that's really the greatest tool. And if you can accomplish that, if you can get past that, there's nothing, I mean, it's endless. Not only will you get well, you know, how many of you want to get well, right? Right. So all you have to do is what it takes. And diabetes is something I'm telling you, you can overcome in a heartbeat. You can. It's not going to beat you. It won't. You know, it may take a leg. Okay? We've seen that. Could take your eyesight. We've gone through that. Right? But if you don't quit, you don't fight, it won't take your life. I really wish Roger was here. I'm going to go find him and talk to him. To see someone like Roger and Lisa, who have been a couple and they're married, but yet they've been living almost separate lives because life happened. And so because they had challenges like diabetes, and it really began to make them split apart and not even know each other anymore. Why are you here? Why did you want to come?
To learn more.
Yeah, I'm glad, man. I'm real glad you're here. I want to get well. It's tough, right? So, I mean, when you got habits like, you know, smoking, or habits like poor eating habits, or habits that you know are bringing the body down, to overcome that's a big deal, right?
Really hard.
Yeah, it is. That's your wife over there?
Yeah, my wife's over there.
She's got a real strong will. She wants to get well, yeah.
We both suffer in different ways. He loses a limb, I lose the activity with one of my legs. You know, there's things that just one of those stressors could be enough to tear up a marriage. So we've got to learn to be thoughtful and patient with each other.
She's my support team right now.
That's awesome, man. You could tell. You know, when I walked in, I tried not to say too much, and I just kind of saw you guys laughing at the table, right?
Yeah.
But y'all haven't been laughing very long, right? It's kind of new.
Yeah. Not lately, we haven't.
Is it starting to come back?
I hope so.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. Just the support we're getting here,
Yeah,
the effort we're putting out. So,
you're on purpose together.
yeah,
That's what it takes, right?
exactly.
So, awesome, man. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah.
Seriously, man. To get on a plane and come down here for something like this is great. It really is.
Yeah. Enjoying it so far.
But you know what
A couple
happens?
little setbacks, but we're all right.
We're going to have a talk about these. We'll have a little talk about that. You know, I think the coolest thing that's probably happened so far, though, is you and your wife.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it?
I think so.
It's the way it's supposed to be. Right?
Exactly.
Awesome. Cool, man. I'll see you in a bit, okay?
I'm very excited to see changes sooner than we expected. Lisa had some low blood sugars, but part of the reason is the changes in diet and exercise. Her body is reacting to the fresh foods, yoga, and meditation. While we've had some issues, this is not uncommon when you introduce quality food and activities to people who are not used to eating healthy or exercising. But the breakthroughs are amazing.
Purposefully, I want my less insulin. I would love for it. I mean, it's gone down a lot from when I first started in the insulin pump. It was 8 units an hour.
Wow.
And now it's a lot less.
Remember, just keep that in your mind. That's the goal. The goal is to regulate on your own without medication. The medication is there just to manage your disease at this point. Yeah. So the less we can take, the better off we are. So this is typically what we start to see, right?
Yeah.
So we don't want to
Yes.
supplement with juice with
No.
you.
No.
That's exact opposite of what we want to do. We want to start taking the insulin down. You
Yes,
understand?
yes, I
Because
understand.
it's starting to become low on its own. And I want you guys to understand this process. With him, it's just a different set of circumstances. We're concerned that he's in a period of crisis. So we're getting it back up really quickly for that
Right.
reason, because he's feeling horrible when it gets really, really low. So 2 different sets of circumstances. I want you to know the difference.
And I think the key is to know your patterns, especially now you're in a surrounding, in an environment where there's so many changes. So just keep a vigilant eye on your logbook and kind of see what's happening with your numbers so we can make informed decisions. Exactly something like this.
Yeah, yes,
Great.
and I'm so thankful y'all are here because I have the book to show me so I don't mess up, and it's really pretty easy at this point but I can't see it.
So we were talking about with Felice doing some education on testing. I think the education needs to be on both sides, right? Make sure she understands and everyone understands that how to control the medication.
Session. So we've got chef making something delicious. So him and I planned a nice breakfast for you all.
Okay.
So I think in the next 10-15 minutes we'll serve up. So hopefully we can continue, right?
That'll be great. Thank you so
Excellent.
much.
Excellent.
You guys are so awesome.
Coming up on Reversed.
She's looking for a certain level of significance in this environment.
I'm about the person because I live it every day. I go through the all the time.
Be careful, Lisa.
Junior! I met Felice about 2 years ago. As someone living with type 1 diabetes and also an educator, she brings another dynamic to the house. Her passion at times can get the best of her, but it's from a loving place.
You want to fix it. Fix it. Fix the problem. I'm concerned about some possible cognitive situations going on
Like what?
with a complete understanding of how to use it from Roger's point.
What I described to them this morning is I said Roger is a different story than Lisa. Roger, we're worried about periods of crisis, so we have to make sure we're on top of him.
I would even be inclined to take his insulin out of the room.
I think my fear in taking the insulin away is that we're almost taking his control away.
From a nursing medical perspective, sometimes it benefits the patient for them to have someone with them who can sit with them when it's time to take the medicine, go through the steps of checking the blood sugar,
exactly what we
and
discussed with him
helping
today.
him understand the rationale behind.
Absolutely. I think what we need is we really need your input to sit with him, and exactly what we said is to educate him about his insulin, about hypoglycemia, about testing, because you're absolutely right. That is the missing piece in the link, and I think everything needs to happen together for the pieces of the puzzle, you know, to come together.
And what I'm saying is, based on my assessment from interactions with him, I have a judgment that there may be some cognitive deficits with his comprehension of how to maintain himself with his diabetes.
Well, and that's exactly what that's exactly what we're suggesting, and we think you're best equipped to actually teach him how to do that. So,
and that was part of what I said earlier.
well,
That is the education.
it has to be a learning process too. You know, at some point you're not going to be around to help facilitate, so he's going to have to be able to do it on his own. So in the beginning, let me finish. In the beginning, facilitate that for him, keep a close monitor on him, but educate him through the process, because the goal is to get him to do this on his own. So what we did this morning, instead of giving him an entire glass of juice, we gave him a half a glass of juice. We got his blood sugar up slightly, and then we gave him a meal, and he feels great. You know, so those are the things that we want to teach, not that you know, he's in a period of crisis at all times. We need to get him to start to control his health.
And
he needs to understand that. No, it's not an argument. At the end of the day, I just want to be able to
I think there's misinterpretation what I'm trying to say, what I feel should have happened. Because I am not suggesting that this man not be able to take his insulin independently. Like you said, I would not mind, and I think it would benefit him, for me to accompany him a few times.
You just said absolutely right.
So
we just suggested that. There's no reason to discuss it.
Fine.
Honestly, I think for the most part, all of us came together with the sole purpose of helping people, and I think that's why we're all here. But like I said, sometimes it can be a little difficult coming together and making ends meet, so to speak.
I care about the people I take. I'm passionate about what I do. And the feeling that I have right now, I feel hurt. I'm sad. Because I put my whole heart and soul into what I do for a living. I wouldn't be here if I didn't want the best for these people and to be treated in a way where my input is looked down upon or invaluable. We can't even collaborate. It's upsetting. You know, I jeopardize my own health coming here. But people don't know that because I'm not a pitiful person. And I hate that I'm crying right now because I am strong. And I know I'm gonna give these people the best experience. But in the meantime, people talk about, they give a damn about people with diabetes. I have diabetes and you treat me in a way that has me responding and upset. And my blood sugar's going up. But it doesn't matter because it's all about what we know, and we know this and we know that. I'm about the person. I'm about the person because I live it every day. I go through the all the time. People want to tell me all this stuff about this disease. I've been fighting my whole life, and I live it, and I know, and I have insight to things that could help people. But people get so caught up in what they know and how they perceive that they're missing the whole point. So I'm hurt, I'm angry, I don't want to be bothered right now. I just need time to be by myself, get myself together so I can be present for these people. You know, so they can do what they feel is best. They came up with suggestions and they feel like they're the best thing, well, do it. But don't ask me what I feel should happen, and when I say something, I'm shut down or made to feel like I'm trying to make a person feel less than. That's not me. That's not who I am. I didn't come here for this. I didn't come here to make anybody feel bad, and I didn't come here to be talked down to because I don't agree with what you may feel is best. I need to do what I tell my patients to do. When you're upset, you need to take some time and figure out how to deal with difficult circumstances and stressful circumstances.
I was informed that Felice was not taking the conversation she had with Shaz and Dr. Vinny so well. I wanted to talk and see how she was doing and how we could make sure we were all working together in harmony.
You got a good team together. People who work hard and who are dedicated. What upset me this morning was I judged a level of disrespect towards me. And I refuse to accept that. I believe that people can agree to disagree. But don't tell me to stop and let me talk. And I can't get a word in.
Who said that?
Dr. Vincent. He spoke to me in a way that really upset me.
So in the beginning, let me finish. In the beginning, facilitate that for him.
And I'm feeling like I don't want to disappoint you. And what we want to have happen and what we've been working on.
You could never disappoint.
I don't want to do that.
You know that. Why we're here is because of your passion. Why we're here is because I knew that you would bring nothing but passion from a person with diabetes and also as an educator. We need a fighter. We need somebody who's willing to stick up and fight in any which way you can.
Right. And if it means that I gotta be talked down to.
No, but I won't let that happen. I won't let that happen. All right? I will address that. I will talk about that. And we'll figure out a way to go forward in a much better way.
Coming up on Reversed.
Sometimes you think you're alone.
You know, I think she's taking a lot of things personally.
Yeah. Be careful, Lisa.
Junior! Meditation has done wonders for me. I knew this could help them get centered. With so many day-to-day worries, meditation can help us focus and block out some of the negative.
So we begin life with one big inhale, and we end life, every single one of us, with one big exhale. But between that first inhale and that last exhale, most of us pay no attention to the breath. The breath is your most healing tool. It needs to become your best friend with diabetes, because once you tap into that breath, you're tapping into a whole system of intelligence in your body and healing. So what I want to do today is to go a little deeper in the breath work and to show you ways that you can use your breath to raise your vibration. So Roger, you were feeling not so good yesterday. You look like a completely different person today. I want to teach you today just a couple simple breathing techniques that are going to help you to raise your vibration and to change your energy, whether you're feeling nervous or panicked, or if you're feeling sluggish and tired. I'm sure there's some days you have zero energy. So this will help you to balance out your energy, whether you need to wake up and rise and shine or you need to calm down. So starting to activate your lungs and your breathing and fill up right down to the lower lobes of your lungs. Exhale and empty all that residual stale air out of the back of your lungs. Good. 2 more. Inhale, rise, reach, extend, expand. Exhale, bring the hands all the way down. And last time, inhale, reach as if you want to touch one of those heart-shaped clouds up there. Close your eyes, bring your hands to your knees, just taking a moment in between the poses to start to feel what's shifting and happening in your body before you rush on to the next thing. Good. If you can let go of something nice, Jerome. Beautiful, Margot. Beautiful, Lisa. Beautiful, Roger. Keep it going. Just close your eyes. This is the beauty of yoga. It is an inward journey.
I have begged for somebody to do yoga with me in a wheelchair. Nobody seemed to know how to do that. Because, yeah, it takes a different position, but it can be done. And I finally found somebody here who has walked me through 2 yoga classes so far, and I'm looking forward to the next one because I feel so relieved.
We got a second?
Yeah.
So, I know that Felice, I guess she had like a little breakdown over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think she thinks that you kind of maybe talked to her a little harsh or something like that. And,
You know, I think Chaz and I were just trying to have a conversation about including her with her specialty, like having her kind of go through some of the insulin regulation and those types of things. And, you know, I think she's taking a lot of things personally.
yeah.
And I think this is a great example of the dichotomy in healthcare.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's trained in a very specific environment, and what we're attempting to accomplish is very foreign to her, I think. You know what I mean? So I know she's looking for a certain level of significance in this environment in terms of what she brings to the table, and I want her to participate. I want her to bring her skills into the equation, but I don't know that she's open to what we're attempting to accomplish.
Yeah.
Our initial discussion was simply, we want you just to go through, you know, how to regulate insulin on your own so that when your blood sugar starts to drop, it's a good thing, it's not a bad thing. It's because there's less influx. Your body doesn't need as much insulin. That's the key. But in her paradigm, I think she sees that as a crisis. And ultimately, we need to increase the insulin to compensate for it. Now with Roger, I agree that he's very high risk. But the discussion was really about Lisa. You know what I mean? So, and I think she's just taking it the wrong way. I think there's some personal issues.
Yeah. So let me work on it.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I don't know about that one. Be careful, Lisa. Hold on. Make sure she's all right. That's.
Okay, yeah, the sugar
Fine. Watch this. We'll get my shoe back on, and that would have been just fine.
How you feeling?
Good.
You sure? All right.
I'm frustrated that my shoe came off. Because the wardrobe malfunction kept me from accomplishing what I wanted to show you I can do.
So you're really excited about how you're doing.
Yes.
Lots of positivity.
Yes.
And you're going a little too fast.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. So, right as we're finishing yoga, Lisa wants to walk up a very steep incline. As soon as I saw that after talking to Dr. D. Pasquale, I totally realized that we were in a situation that she shouldn't probably be in. I think that, and I'm so proud of her, that she is such a fighter, but I think she's moving so fast. And seeing so much progress, I think being here and being around the support system has totally made her into a new person.
Coming up on Reversed.
I had neuropathy in my hand and I couldn't feel anything.
I can't apologize for living.
Rev, he's here on vacation and he's taking advantage of Jamaica.
So, you said you wanted to get your hands dirty. We have something really exciting. Me and Chaz planned something for you guys. You're going to be having lunch today. But before we do that, we've got some blindfolds. Okay? So, we're going to put blindfolds on each one of you.
The aim of the challenge is not to scare you into thinking that you might lose your eyesight, but rather to give you some insight and some empathy. So we're bringing in some plates and bowls in front of you right now. And you'll see, you won't actually be seeing anything. It's a matter of using your senses of touch and creating a taco for yourself. Are you hungry?
Yes.
Great.
So,
Just feed it to somebody
you
else.
can get started.
Okay.
Everyone can get started. Jerome, you're cheating over there. Good.
What
good.
are you feeling?
Yeah, what are you feeling? How are you?
I think I've got meat.
Well, Margie looks like she's put hers together. Look at Margie.
She cheated.
No,
Margie looks like she's put hers together. She was
Wow,
the first one to put
Margie.
hers together in a whole composite wrap. Okay, so you could actually take off your blindfolds now. So, Jerome, is that a salad? Jerome made a salad. Now, Roger, you could actually put that thing together. What did you feel when you had to do this, Lisa?
It reminded me of something that happened a year ago where I was blind for 4 months. It's frustrating because something that's so easy is multiplied with difficulty by 1,000.
Roger wasn't, you couldn't feed yourself.
No.
What did you think, Roger? 'Cause I know you
actually
suffer.
from the diabetes that I had neuropathy in my hand and I couldn't feel anything.
Yeah.
Are you ready to live without sight?
No.
No.
It's very scary. This is what I'm going through right now. You know, it's like it takes me longer to prepare, like you were just saying.
Jerome, you made almost a salad, Jerome.
Yes.
You seem to almost give in a little too quickly to trying to put it together. What was going through your mind?
Nervousness. I mean, I just can't possibly think of losing one of my senses.
Whenever it first happened, I was absolutely devastated. I called my mom and I said, we had just visited them and they live a couple of hours away, and I said, I don't know, will I ever see you again? Would I ever see my kids again? I mean, yeah, they'll be around. But these are things that you just should never take for granted.
I'm sorry, Mom, for you. And sometimes you think you're alone.
We're not, we're too much alike.
No, it's really bad, especially if you are independent and you know your things. And then, I mean, sometimes I'm alone in my house, and it's like,
yeah.
And you gotta wait patiently there for somebody to come and do or help you with whatever you were able to do with such ease before.
And while this was or is a worst case scenario, I think we can look at the positive where you had said that you were able to see the ocean today.
Yeah, we've been here 3 days, and this is the first time I saw the ocean, and it's right out the door. It's exciting.
Experiencing other complications that could be worse than what you may be living with right now can be an eye-opener. You know, one of the things that we are going to do is take you to some locations where you will be able to see what some deal with and the complications of diabetes. We truly are here for you. And remember that your fight is my fight. I have diabetes. And everything that I learn from you and we learn together is our fight. I'm right here with you. And that's why we brought you here. And that's why we're a part of this. Coming up on Reversed.
I'm really frustrated and aggravated with my leg.
Lisa had a bottom. A Reverend came back today.
We're gonna have to take a look at it, is that all right?
Hi, Lisa and Roger.
Hello.
Hello.
I spoke with you yesterday, and I know how you were feeling yesterday. So I want you to tell me today what's different. You look different. What's happening?
I'm seeing better today.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
That's amazing. Roger, how are you feeling today?
Oh, a lot better from yesterday.
Uh-huh. Any emotions, any feelings that you can pinpoint? Happiness?
Not emotionally. I mean, I'm excited.
That's
about
good.
everything, but
That's very good. So the both of you are married, is that correct?
Yes.
How has it been?
Roller coaster.
I want you now to tell me how you feel about your spouse.
Frustrated because the highs and the lows of his sugar also reflects through his personality. I've got to just dig in a little deeper and have a little more patience and try to understand from his viewpoint what he's going through, because between the two of us, it's amazing that we're still together.
So it sounds to me like you're walking on eggshells, though.
Yes, very much. And if I just knew what I was doing that would cause him to be frustrated, I wouldn't be doing it. I would try to avoid that situation, but just, I can't apologize for living.
Roger, want to respond to that?
I don't know. I guess the situation depends on how I'm feeling at the moment. I'm really frustrated and aggravated with my leg, having to deal with it all the time.
When you lost your leg, what did you lose?
Pretty much everything.
She's here.
My legs that hurt.
That's a great thing. She's here. You didn't lose her. When you get to a certain mental low, you run for a cigarette, right? I want you to turn to her. Lisa, during the day, avoid any negative comments at all. Support him all day. But the both of you are in the same boat. You made a commitment, and I need you to honor that commitment together. You committed to the program, you committed to each other, and I need you to stay that way. Do one thing for me before we go.
What's that?
Guess what it is?
Kiss.
Yes! Go ahead.
No problem.
Aww, that's nice. That's nice.
We had a breakthrough with Lisa and Roger. I'm very, very happy about that. And I always like to end up on a great note. And, it had made us, all of us to come closer. But them as a couple, just to see them, their breakthrough and see that they're going to, work together to get better, that really brings a lot of joy to my heart.
We were kind of left, in a sense. Everybody went to town to kind of enjoy themselves, which they should. And Lisa had a bottom, and she hit pretty low. I think she was about 60, and I think she may have gone a little bit lower after that. And we were able to work with her naturally to kind of bring her back up.
So we don't want to do any more of those. Those are hard on the body.
What?
The low blood sugars.
Oh,
Those
they
are
are.
hard. It's like you've run through a course of just craziness, and it wears you out.
That's why you can't function the way that you're supposed to function.
Well, we got it. We're cool.
Well,
Thank you.
for a few minutes, let's just keep checking on you and figuring out what's going on, all right?
Okay. This was the test. Just like in school.
Yeah.
You can feed all this information to us, but until we can actually perform it, we don't know if we passed or not.
Coming up on Reversed.
Rev, he's here on vacation.
While you guys were gone, Roger basically told her to leave the room.
We're gonna go, we'll take care of it.
Reverend came back today. I have to say, I'm very disappointed for somebody who I, consider a friend and care about. You have given me so much.
Thank you. And so do you.
No, but I want to give you something back.
Hey, Chef Charles! I am here for the reverse, baby, in Jamaica. But tonight I'm going to just step out a little bit. You know where I am, right?
So how the dynamics of the show will change and how the interactions between the other guests, because the other guests have really kind of bonded, and I want to keep that. I don't want to take away from what they have by adding something totally different. So we're concerned about that. So
Rev, I call him Mr. On Call. He's here on vacation, and he's taking advantage of Jamaica. He's not taking advantage of controlling his diabetes. And if he's serious like he said he was that first night,
I want to learn from everybody. I want to get off my 4 medication.
then he would have been here every single day.
It's now 9:47, and Roger put her out of the room because his leg was smelling very bad, and I guess she wanted to open up the door to let some air in, and he basically told her to leave the room. I think he's ready to go, which in a sense holds her back from what we're trying to do, because she needs him. When someone is making such good progress, something always seems to pull them back. But let me figure out, trying to reach, see where they're at, because number one, they can help you, which needs to happen like right now, and number two, they can help him.
Yeah.
So that needs to happen,
Yeah.
And let's just hope that things can change, so. While you guys were gone, number one, Lisa bottomed out to probably, I think it was a 60 at first,
right,
and then a 40. She's stabilized now.
Okay.
Roger basically told her to leave the room because his leg is smelling. She wanted to open up the door to let a little air into the room, and I guess he took offense of that and told her to leave the room. So I think right now the major issue is the fact that she's standing over here and she's sitting over here. So if you want to talk to her.
He has a wound on his stomach. He's known about it for a while. He refused to let the doctor go debride it.
So he's been complaining about his leg.
Yes.
All day. He's been telling me. But I just
Aches,
assume
hurts, that's why he keeps walking around.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, he just keeps walking around on it. and
Thinking it'll get better or it'll feel better.
I guess if
Right.
you ignore it, it'll go away.
Yeah, that's what we guys do. All of us do, right? All guys do that. But, thank goodness you care about him enough to, say something.
Yeah.
You're not nagging.
No,
You
no.
just care.
But when I've been bleaching those washcloths because they were so nasty, and then I realized he's using it over and over and over
same one,
again.
right.
The same
One.
He's just rubbing junk into his wound.
We just need to clean it.
Yeah.
And there's the panic. His uncle died Sunday from being septic from his double amputation.
Is he going to be open for us to come in the room, and what are you thinking?
Yes, he wants.
He needs to be open.
Yeah, he needs to be
We
open.
just have
Yeah.
to, we have to, what are we gonna do? Let him sit in there with with an possibly infected stomach? We can't do that.
Yeah, if you
So,
go and you'll understand.
Not here, anyway.
No.
So, we're gonna go, we'll take care of him. Okay? Yeah.
Complained about that all day, but we're gonna have to take a look at it. Is that all right?
Yeah.
You okay with that, buddy?
Yeah, let's keep the dressing dry like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
All this heat and sweat.
Has it been hurting at all?
It just hurts when I take my prosthetic off.
Yeah. You can just lay
When was
it.
the last time you changed this?
Yesterday.
Changed yesterday.
Or this morning.
You okay?
You okay, Roger?
Yeah.
Okay, buddy.
Definitely needs there.
Yeah, you okay? Okay. No, I think that's good.
Yeah. It looked pretty clean.
Yeah, it's good. It did.
What'd you say, bud?
I guess when you keep it dry, it changes everybody.
Yeah, you just gotta change it off, and nothing you can do, bud. Just gotta take good care of it, right?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Here's the thing. When somebody loves you and they walk through something with you, I think sometimes it can come off, especially sometimes with women, it can come off like they're nagging or they're getting on to you. But from what I just talked to with her a minute ago, and she loves you in a big way. And the sore does look okay, but it can get really bad really fast. Okay?
I've been trying to take care of it.
Yeah. I'll see you in the morning.
All right, thanks.
Okay, man, good night.
I don't know what to
All right,
do.
so here's the deal. We're guys, okay?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm a guy. So at the end of the day, we all have these basic ways of doing things. So I'm telling you, he wants you to come back in there because your relationship's already changing. You know that? It is.
Oh, it was almost changing, and then it's like we went down the
Yeah, but we have patterns. We all have patterns. And here this weekend, what's reversing and going back to what it used to be when you guys met and things were good, right? Part of the reverse is not just diabetes. The reverse is getting back to where you used to be.
You know, a lot of things have happened since I've been here, and it's making me more aware of the reality of how people are dealing with their diabetes.
So I'm just kind of curious as to what you're thinking is next.
Well, his wound looks okay. I think for the most part.
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think for the most part.
We'll
they
just
have
continue to
some
clean it.
issues.
Yeah, but we need to monitor it. We don't need to let him wipe it with a rag and do what he's been doing. I know he's, because I think he's halfway doing it and half not. So we need to stay on top of it because that can, I mean, it can go in a bad direction real fast.
He made a lot of progress today.
Yeah, they
He
did.
He regressed just a little bit for whatever
Right.
reason.
Yeah.
We may never know what that is, but that's okay. Just keep working towards building on each
Yeah,
opportunity.
guys, we have walls, right?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
you got to take it down brick by brick sometimes. Sometimes you can bust the whole thing down.
Yeah.
So hopefully here,
Yeah.
you know, with her support, because he sees how she looks at him, how, you know, she sees the relationship. So he's seeing that. I think we can break through it.
No doubt.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah, sure.
So let's have a good night. And
All right.
Let's get to it tomorrow.
Let's do it, man.
All right.
Good stuff.
All right.
So we really can't make this up. I mean, I do look at this and I look at it as there's some failures in our healthcare system that we have some seriously hurting, uneducated people about their condition. This happens every day in people's lives, every day in people's homes. There's almost 5 million deaths from diabetes complications, and trust me, they happen just like this. So, I guess we go to bed.
In the next episode of Reversed,
I want you guys to see complications can come from uncontrolled diabetes.
Came back last night, and I got a revelation.
You're like I'm being treated different.
Yeah, but you're not. And you're not freaking handicapped.